I'm gonna spit you some facts. Did you know that Jeffrey Epstein, he tricked the Jews into cutting off and circumcising babies and devouring the foreskin while sucking the infant off? Epstein did that as a joke. Many rabbis started to do these, and secretly behind the scenes, Jeffrey Epstein would laugh and he would make jokes about how stupid people can be controlled. Then he started to realize that, you know, the moment you start doing these rituals, the moment your morals and spirit get slowly destroyed. Jeffrey Epstein didn't really talk about that with the Jews, but he kept telling them, "Oh, you guys are getting more powerful if you keep doing this." So then these underground third tier below occult people started to keep doing them, thinking that they would get more power. But in reality, all of that was just a facade, just so Jeffrey Epstein can control them. Crazy, right? He also, you know, he also basically took a lot of children and he sold them on the black market and stuff. Did a lot of organ selling, and there's a thing that Jeffrey Epstein would talk about. He would talk about how he wanted um he wanted like a very powerful bloodline, because like he thought that he wasn't in the the pure bloods or whatever that shit is. But again, yeah, it's a lot of, I don't want to go into detail with that. I'm just gonna say that there are 13 bloodlines, pure bloodlines, maybe 14 that would be considered like Jesus Christ, that bloodline. Um, then there would be additional 10 bloodlines, which are the half breeds, which are the which are the basically the pure bloodlines breeding outside of the family, and that becomes half breeds. So then the half breeds would go into the families, which would be like more of a, it would be like a purer breed compared to the half breeds. So it'd be like it was, yeah, it was a lot of like weird stuff. So amen, amen, amen. That's a lot of nasty stuff going around in the pure bloods. But realistically speaking, again, bloods, they don't really mean anything. What really matters the most is the genetic side of it, which Jeffrey Epstein was more focused on. Because the bloodlines they don't matter, because we are all connected through Jesus Christ. We're all connected through the blood of Jesus Christ. So yeah, think about it as this: the best way to become very powerful is to find the best genetics. Is find the best looking people, best healthiest fit people. Breed them, then have a more beautiful person. And also with the other, like the low tier or whatever ugly side of the people, you could support them and help them change their mindset. So then we could also bring them up, and anyone else that are under them that don't want to change, that don't want to do anything, that are stubborn, ignorant, arrogant, then just leave them to not have anybody to love. Because at the end of the day, like, if you're not willing to change, even though you're doing a lot of bad, then you don't really deserve anything. Because you know what can we say, man? Like, an ignorant and arrogant person is gonna stay ignorant, arrogant. They're gonna stay with a stubborn heart. And if you have a stubborn heart, then I'm not gonna change you, because again, survival of the fittest. They're gonna, they, their bloodline's gonna run out, and in the next 20 years, they're probably gonna be salty, complaining, and then at that point, they're probably gonna change, but they're still gonna have that resentment in their heart. So, again, I'm gonna say this, like, if if you see a crazy person, let them act crazy, but don't interact with them. That's it. Because that's what they want. They just want attention. And if you want to give them attention, then tell them to do the right thing, teach them the right ways, and then they'll get attention. Because most of these people that are arrogant and ignorant, they just want attention, and they just want someone to look at them. And there's some people that are stubborn and then want to change people, make make other people look at situations their way. But then those people are just dogmatic and kind of stupid. They're fools. They don't understand anything about common sense, logic, illogical actions, and yeah, it's just a lot of stuff I want to talk about later in the future. If you're interested, if you're not, it don't matter. This is